outside and she's in here, so this is nice.
It's nice to have you in studio.
No, it's nice to be with you in studio. It's pretty hot out there, and you mentioned earlier there's room for it to get even hotter.
Yeah. There's room for these numbers to go up. Unfortunately, it does look. I do have a high of 105 in the forecast for next week. That one's going to sting. So I'm telling you now, just go ahead and prep for it. Our trend tower camera in Rockwell now looking at less cloud cover. We saw some cloud cover early in the morning, and now it's looking like it's thinning out. I still see a little bit on the right-hand side of the screen there. Temperature in Rockwell of about 79, the heat index at 82. This cloud cover, by the way, all being brought on by this stationary front. This is that same system that brought in the flooding rains for Kentucky and the Carolinas early in the week. And now we're seeing that some of this cloud cover is kind of lingering along our far eastern counties. I'm even seeing a little bit of rain anywhere from Gilmore towards Linden and Longview in East Texas. That is not going to be the case for the rest of us. We're not so lucky, but that area not under the heat advisory. The rest of North Texas, or at least a big portion of it, absolutely is, including DFW, and that'll be through 8 this evening. It's for a heat index up to 107. The actual temperature makes it to about 100 today in Fort Worth, 101 in Dallas, 99 in Denton and in McKinney, after yesterday only reaching 95 degrees. The hottest temperatures today will find themselves northwest of DFW between Wichita Falls, Archer City, could make it to about 104. The heat index anywhere north of Interstate 20 is going to be above 101, 102. That's the feels like temperature when you factor in the humidity. It's just another dangerously hot afternoon. Be sure you're taking breaks. I know it's Saturday. You've got plans to be out and about, but just be mindful of that, because the temperature, like I said, has room to grow. And we see the first indication of that on Sunday as the high makes it to about 102. That's why the heat advisory will likely get extended on Sunday, is for actual temperatures over 100. Morning lows in the low 80s, meaning our temperatures are just not recovering too well into the overnight hours, meaning it puts a strain on infrastructures, ACs, and yes, our bodies as well. So just be careful with that. Every day after today, we see the temperature climb about a degree. Look at this, 103 on Monday, 104 Tuesday, 105 on Wednesday, and still in the triple digits for Thursday, Friday. Right now, the hottest time of the year on average, and we're still trending about 7 to 8 degrees warmer than that as we head towards the middle part of next week. It's all thanks to this area of high pressure, or the heat dome, that sets up this time of the year. But look at what happens as we head towards early August. It does look like it scoots over just a tad, and because of that, we could see a little bit of slightly lower temperatures. But right now, that heat dome is right over Texas and a big portion of the country under heat alerts as a result. Not only does it bring on the intense heat, but it also brings the lack of rain potential. Look at this. You see just a big hole where we could be potentially seeing some rain, and that's just not the case. The 14-day forecast shows that climb in temperatures, but as that heat dome scoots off towards the west ever so slightly, as we head towards the first week of August, we see the temperatures dropping. You know, not by much. It's still summertime after all, into the upper 90s with a brief potential for rain.
Wow. Thanks, Mariel. Now, it is hard to believe, but